Whoa, this is a little bit sketchy going on here. This combine has a spun spline on the right drive shaft here. Spread her up, yeah, I know. Okay. I'm in neutral. So Dad's gonna try and pull me backwards with the Delta track. I don't know if you can see up in the top there. We just need to get it, like, he's got to work real hard for this because he's got an articulated tractor with a grain cart on, and he's going to try and pull this guy. So, ooh boy. We just need to get this on level ground somewhere that we can work on it. Woo. He's gonna jet. Oh, what the hell was that? Oh, that kind of worked. We got onto a more level spot front to back, kind of worse side to side. But we got in a spot where that collar's loose. And we're gonna go and try and pop it off. Okay, so quick recap. Jim was driving along, all of a sudden he said he heard some funny growling, and he lost the ability to move, which is never a good thing. Oh. Dad found that this collar was missing a bolt, so the bolt sits in between the two ends, and she's no bueno. She gone. So we we tried backing it up to a flat spot, and then in doing so, we ended up with this bound up. But now it's kind of okay. I think it was. Yeah, it's moving. So I got to get that snap ring off so I can slide that way. And yeah. Of course, it happens at 5 o'clock on a friggin' Saturday, which is worse than 5 o'clock on Friday. Anyhow, gotta get this guy off, this snap ring there, so I can slide this over and see what kind of damage we're dealing with. And then we're probably gonna have to do the same thing over there, but we're not 100% sure if we have to or not. Out there. Well, we got her back together. It's not right. We couldn't find a shaft. We had to order one in. Where'd that go? But that guy's pretty slick. So there's more spline left on the shaft than what's on here, which is good. So it doesn't need to run forever. It just needs to run for now. Hopefully for a few days, and then that new shaft comes in. Hopefully. If I had my way, we wouldn't run it, but we need to run 2 combines. And really the only risk that we have is a $300 coupler. So it's pretty, it sucks, but it is the way it is. Good morning, everybody. We are looking at September 11th today. So as it stands right now, we are right around 75% complete. I haven't checked the actual numbers, but right in that ballpark. We finished this quarter last night. It's Dad's. It was the first field of L233, and it was nothing special. Actually, it was kind of poor. Drought related. So what we got a sprinkle of rain last night, which I'll touch on in a second, but we're moving over to the field across the highway there. That's the one where I have my trial going on. But you could
probably see if tires are real wet. We got a sprinkle of rain, nothing serious, like there's still not quite dust on the road, but fortunately it was almost nothing. Unfortunately, Dad's combine has been giving us grief on the unloading auger, and it's a real pain in the ass. So what's happening? God, you can't even. I should have got Dad to put the auger out last night. It's a real shitty spot to work on. Get freaking transport locks. Ah! Ah! That pinched real hard right there. Okay. Yeah, of course. Whoa. So there's a clutch inside the PTO up there that is not engaging all the time. Most times, I shouldn't say most times, it's kind of very, very intermittent, but everything's trying to engage, except that's not spinning. And then the auger times out, and it obviously doesn't unload. And it's almost impossible to get to the spot we need to work on with the auger in. It also sucks because it's right by the exhaust, so it's screaming hot when you're trying to troubleshoot it. So we're gonna try and figure it out this morning. I have to think there's either a bad connection somewhere or excuse me, or possibly the solenoid, the shuttling actuator, hydraulic actuator inside might have a bad O-ring or something on it. So not really sure how I want to do this, but I got to put the auger out. So of course, you know, when the auger doesn't work, you can't unload. And so that's kind of the situation we're in. We're lucky it didn't rain much last night. The canola is really dry, so it'll blend off. That didn't get rained on. This will be just the very, very top of it took on moisture. It'll blend off, not a worry. We just got to figure out which solenoid is giving us, whether it's a solenoid issue or a bare wire. So this is a really awkward one to video and whatnot. Pretty sure, will you focus there? Pretty sure that's the problem right there. That one on the left. Bad connection. Can't find that connector anywhere in town though. So now we gotta figure out a way to make her a little better. Maybe slobber up with some dielectric grease. Well, I couldn't find the right connection. I found a similar one but bigger. And then I ended up like breaking it apart and taking a strip of it and folding it over and making my own little spring. It took me 5 attempts to get the right thickness. Had the right thickness, tried to put it in, lost it, dropped it. Good luck. That's probably worse than finding a needle in a haystack. So I had to build another one, and did I put that stuff away? Good, I did. Otherwise I probably would have. I had these pair of like eyebrow tweezers at home that I stole and had to use them to just position it ever so precisely, but it's a good fit, tight fit. And when I put the connector back on, it clicked really nice. So let's fire this up and see if we're in business or if we're going backwards. Concave motor shorted to low source. Why would you do that? Well, it started right away. That's good. That's really good. Hopefully. For a bush fix. And I cursed it. Normally I'm dead set against putting all my tools away until I've finished it. But it's working. I don't know if that was skill or luck. Good news. I think we've got her. Just sitting here right now. I did it, shut the auger off 5 times on that. I don't know, there's maybe 300 bushel in the hopper. And it worked perfect every time. I folded the auger away, opened it back up, fired it up 2-3 more times, folded the auger away, shut the engine off, restarted it, opened her back up, did her 3 or 4 times. I don't know, it's working right now. Hopefully it stays that way, because the other options are not that great. So I just need to, I stripped back some electrical tape just to double check that there was in case there was a exposed wire or a bare short somewhere. I couldn't find any. Just need to retape that.